Welcome back to AFTV. North London is red. Arsenal have won the North London derby. They've gone to Tottenham, somewhere they haven't won in how long? Since 2014?
9
and
years.
even the record before that wasn't great. And we have won. Now, you've been playing interviewer. You've been playing host. I get to ask you your thoughts now, Dan. I'm going to keep it super vague. How are you feeling?
Listen, I'm buzzing. You know, I've been doing the fan cams today, which has been a pleasure on a day like this. And everyone, I'm smiling. I'm trying not to be like aching my grin. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this has been a fantastic day, and I wasn't as confident as you. And I'm going to tell you why I wasn't as confident, because I never know what I'm going to get when it's a North London derby. It's been 9 years since we've won, with Thomas Rosicky in the first minute as a 1-0. We came into this game believing that we were the better side and believing that form was probably going to go out of the window. I thought we were going to concede. I thought Harry Kane was going to score. To leave with none of that happening is something that I just did not see happening. So, of course, I'm buzzing. But the performance, James, was absolute demolition derby in the first half. There was our battle in midfield. I thought that Tottenham may have struggled. When I saw Pape Matar Sarr in there instead of Bissouma or Bentancur, I thought that's where we can win that battle. And I thought the trio again in midfield deserve a mention. Thomas Partey, I honestly believe we're seeing... Everybody said, "What is that a hit? Is that a miss?" We haven't really seen. He keeps getting injured. When he is fit, mate, he is the best defensive midfielder in the league. I'm sorry, he's better than Casemiro at the moment. He's better than Rodri at the moment. And if you want to say he's better than him in overall, then we can have that debate. I don't care what anyone says. He is the best defensive midfielder at the moment in the Premier League. Period. Right? Then you go on to Martin Ødegaard. Martin Ødegaard at the moment is the best Premier League player in the league. Right? Player of the month. We've got manager of the month. But for me, Martin Ødegaard deserves a mention again today. Granit Xhaka. I mean, how many more consistent performances are we going to see from this guy? It is unbelievable how good he's been for so long. And although he tried his best at the end, was really good with his discipline. So this is a completely different player, and that midfield trio complements each other. I understand there's no backup to it, but for me right now, that is the best trio in the Premier League. And every time it's fit, we look like we're going to do something and win. So big up them three today, man.
There was a fantastic moment where Partey gave the ball away with a pass, won it back immediately. Xhaka wins the foul, and then Xhaka's straight up to give a big high five to Partey. And so much of what Arsenal are doing well is about the relationships, the understandings, the I cover your back, you cover mine, the way, you know, if Saliba follows Son all the way up the pitch, White will tuck in, he knows what he's got to do, the 1-2 combinations, and the morale, the playing for each other. These are massive, massive things that allow you to overcome a big atmosphere, a tricky away test, you know, history, you know, telling you that you don't win these games normally. These are all massive things, right? And we're seeing it from Arsenal, and it's building towards a serious title race.
Listen, that's why you have to big up Mikel Arteta. Because there was doubters, myself, Turkish, we've seen no other over. Listen, everybody did. And do you know what? There was times where perhaps we were justified to. You cannot doubt what he's done off the pitch. This is showing it on it. And I keep saying this weeks and weeks and weeks. What's changed? What's changed this season? All the work off the pitch is showing why it needed to be done on the pitch. Look at that togetherness. Look at that harmony. Towards the end there, it was unbelievable scenes. And I know it went a bit wrong with Ramsdale. We won't go into that. But for me, I thought the togetherness again was fantastic. And I will say this, James. There is a lot of times where we've been proved right in football over the years. I think this season, and maybe the back end of last, there's a lot of Arsenal fans being proved completely wrong. Oh, Eddie's not really the guy that we need. He's proved everybody wrong. The guy has been superb. Deserves a mention today. Deserves his flowers. I know he had a few chances, but his off-the-ball stuff was so good today. Superb. Sometimes he's gone missing in previous games and previous seasons, not today. I think when you look at what Mikel Arteta has done and that togetherness of that first 11, forget the transfer window for now. Trust me, that first 11 is the best first 11 in the league, and that's why it's 8 points clear. And to me, today, there cannot be anybody neutrally in football that doesn't think Arsenal are title contenders. We're 8 points clear, we're halfway through. If you don't think we're title contenders, I don't really know. You're never going to think we are, because we have basically passed every single test. Are they going to beat Liverpool? Are they going to beat Palace away in the first game of the season? Brentford away, that's their slip up. We've done everything.
Brighton on top form.
Brighton on absolutely amazing form, and rightly so they were. Beat them. We looked at the Manchester United game at Old Trafford and everyone said, here we go, this is where it slips. Straight back, bounce back ability, boom, we're done. And up the table. And today, North London derby, we went into it favourites, and now people are starting to look at it and go, when are they actually going to drop off? Listen, it could be Man United next. Could be. Who knows? They've been very, very good side, very, very impressive. You have to look at when that is going to happen, because it will happen. We will lose games of football. We're not going to win every single one. But you have to look at what the manager's done. You have to look at what these these players are doing week in, week out, and say big up to them. They've been absolutely fantastic. And, you know, the Mudryk thing, it could have deflated today. That could have been a real pain in our side, and said, you know what, he's chosen Chelsea. Bit frustrating. It's really affected the fans. That's then affected the players on the pitch, and we've walked away with a draw or a loss. That could have happened today, but it didn't.
It's true. And let me ask you now, you're right, we're halfway through, which means there's still a lot. We're not even, actually, we're one game away, but we're nearly at the halfway stage. What do Arsenal need to do to ensure that this second half of the season is anywhere, even if it's a couple % off this, you know, you think Arsenal would go on and win the league? So what has to be done now? You know, obviously I'm asking about signings and stuff, but there's other things like luck, there's injuries and all that. What are your top 2-3 things that Arsenal need to ensure and then to go and claim this title?
Well, listen, there's 3 things really. The first one's luck, because whoever's won the league has had a little bit of luck on the way. Not undeserved luck, but they've had a little bit of luck on their side. The second thing is players fit. We keep that first 11 fit, we've got a great chance. The third thing is new signings. I mean, I look at the Mudryk one, I'm not devoed by it. If I'm honest with you, I wasn't really absolutely smitten on the players. I don't know much about him. I saw the shortness of everyone else's on YouTube, and he looks brilliant. He probably will be. But that doesn't mean that our window's over, right? We've still, from this point, lost out on Vlahovic, we bought Jesus. We lost out on Lisandro Martinez, we bought Zinchenko. We lost out on Mudryk now. We might get Rafinha, we might get Zaha, we might get Trossard. I don't know. No one knows. So let's not get downhearted about that. It's frustrating that we've taken this long, in my opinion. I think we should have had a couple of faces in by now. Touch wood, it hasn't been affected. But so far, we've still got a few games coming up that we're going to need some players for. So we've got Man City coming up, we've got Man United, as we know, and then it gets really tough going into the last few months.
That April period looks a bit rough.
It does look rough. And, you know, listen, we played Tottenham now. We're going to have played Man United in the next thing. So there's 2 big teams that we've done twice already. Manchester City are going to be in fairly quick succession. So let's hope that we can continue this forward. I think a couple of players and keep the players fit. And then when I play players, I don't mean all 11. You're going to get injuries. Key players, Thomas Partey, Martin Odegaard, Saliba. We don't want, and this is really disrespectful, but I don't want to be seeing Cedrics and Holdings coming in for long periods of time. If they're going to come in for a couple of games and do their job, fair play to them, because they always give 110%. But we've seen over long periods of time, it's just not quite the same. So we're going to need that now. And I think personally, if we had a few signings, mate, we could have a very, very good season.
Let's get some depth and the titles on. Are we going to do it?
Yeah, I think we will, bruv. I think we will.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.